One last lesson to teach you, my friend. Whoa, that was heavy. 1 week from Sunday. Osprey, Omega, the richest prize in our sport at Wembley Stadium, all in London. We'll see you there.
I even got the sun jealous, made a dove cry. Made a moon move a tide from here to the sky and drop a surprise. Peel paper out of pockets, ballin' Pradas and Providence, piling, peeling tires, Pirelli's prying. People crying, glasses made of buffalo horns. My safe surrounded by thorns, my crib surrounded by thorns with birds soaring. Fuck a scientist like Young Thug. Cut the coke like a tape and bag it up. Bitches packing and lapping up with us. Versace black belt sensei. If you was smart, do what my little friend say. 1,000 grams to get you and your men paid. A family that prays is a family that eat. Pray on the week. Out of line, clothes, casket, and sheets. In the hood, still blowing like horns in traffic. Give him a headshot, then wrap his body in plastic. In the hood, still blowing like horns in traffic. Give him a headshot and wrap his body in plastic. In the hood, still blowing like horns in traffic. Give him a headshot and wrap his body in plastic. In the hood, still blowing like horns in traffic. Give him a headshot then wrap his body in plastic. I see you niggas sticky fingers like Fredro Starr. Tapping on a 28 like a Metro car. Wrap my tape like a brick. Wrap tape around bricks. Write raps on the brick. Shoot your shot, it's a brick. Life was pre-written. Dreams, deja vu, visions, and premonitions. You don't listen, come up missing. Try eavesdrop and listen. Watch out, man. In the kitchen cooking Pro Tools. Living in the air like B&B. My life a movie like TNT. Arms I carry.
Big the Super and a Giant Machine. Bobby Heenan from Japan. You want to know if that's the 3 machines? Or could it be 4 machines? Or could it be more? Well, in Japan, machine could mean several. But we know there's the Big, the Giant, and the Super.
Check me the fuck out, man. Got to press the record button and shit, man. Deactivate it. Check it. Sean. Hey, yo. Sean. Listen, hey, yo, Maserati emblem tatted on my arm. Keep an infrared laser beam attached to the firearm. Cállate la boca, son, keep it calm. All praise due to a lot of man, one in the mind, not the mystery, yo. Check 5% of drop bombs like the infantry. They can throw them little shots, but they missing me. Smoke the blunt of gas, had an epiphany, yo. Divine manifestation of Christ. Head crapping at the casino with loaded dice, yo. Check 33 degrees below zero, you can put on ice. I'm a fire breather at the top of 5 elements. Mountain plain with ether, blow reefer. Check, soaking in the water, sunbathing in Boca Chica. 50-50 mix on the palm of gas, squeezing, slapping shit out of a skeezer. My diva in the kitchen, chefing up a meal, y'all. I can show you better than I can tell you. Everything is real. The devil is a lie. He couldn't play with my 2 pieces of steel, for real. Hit a savage with this blade and made him squeal, y'all. You know the spill, devising a plan to make a meal.
Act low shit. Yo, this game my bitch, I gotta walk indifferent after being fisted. Once you pop my shit in, it's like these other rappers never existed. Your career's on the line, me and my niggas blitzed it. Got your career in a body bag, I use my writing hand to zip it. My life is camera flashes, grinding hard for them OB sashes. I'm trying to move like Hove in a world full of Damon Dashes. Niggas should've paid more attention in them classes. I'll turn your favorite rapper's discography to blunt ashes. Can't teach me nothing, I was birthed with wisdom. My name gets a mere mention and shakes up these niggas' nervous system. Here comes the money. Since last year my palms been itching. Wasn't gonna kill niggas, but bars in Copenhagen insisted. Me and mine like Hard and Nash, you and yours like Hard and Notes. When I die they putting my pen in the hall with goats. Niggas seen my run and started taking notes. I had less and did the most. Now they comparing me to ghosts.
Flash the peanut butter Rolex like the corners of the flagship. I paid him throw the match, you almost had it. I crushed the GT with a buzzer playing and gave Penny the magic. She asked the waiter, was this the last kid? We acting like some out for Kodo, for some K out of Yellow Sea. Allegedly, his left hand out of grab, skin grab, Stacy dash, the workers no pizzazz, and set out to the drag like Bill Jenkins. Swim to the boat, no sequence, the 740 sinking. It's not me speaking, it's dependent. The Margiela in the blizzard, the hound's true quiver. I treat the SK like a PowerPoint. You gotta stand and deliver.
USA, and once again, a very Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Now, you just saw him in action. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, very impressive, as always, accompanied by his valet, Precious. Now, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Many fans today are saying that you are emulating the style of Gorgeous George, the legendary...
I should slap your face right now for even saying that. I should slap your face. Better yet, I should have Precious slap your face.
I would do it, too.
Let me tell you something, Pally. First of all, you're looking at the greatest athlete that ever walked the face of the earth. And you're looking at the best-looking man that the Lord ever made, and that's the truth. And it ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. I've been doing it on purpose, New York. I've been staying away from you greasy people because you think that you're just the greatest thing in the world. But I'm coming. I'm coming. Start spreading the news. New York, New York. Bobby Backlund, Ricky Flair, Rick Martel, you're a bum. I'll wrestle any one of them any time of the day because you know why? Because it's not my fault I'm the greatest wrestler in the world, you know.
Yeah. This shit is beautiful. Beautiful music produced by Dominican Kev. Narrated by Heartbreak Julio. Live from the most wonderful place in the world. Hot Water Records. Coach Curve, here you on the boards. Listen. Let me talk to him. Hey, yo. I'm a beast rapper. Stopping me, that's a knee slapper. Left that bitch and then I fell in love with me after. Let the streets have her. Shit, my peace matters. Going to sleep faster. How she feeling? Please ask her. After what she did she get peace after? Did she? They like me in this pocket, let me pop it. Imagine hating when a nigga shining like some watches. You fucked up, it's like a nigga yelling at them botches. Might not like it, but they watches. Might not comment, but they comment when they see me. Been him since I got comment on a CD. Trust issues, so the language coded. Vibe just ain't the same, I ain't changed, but you know it. Know it. It's gas hitting like Shohei. This MILF I just bagged, she gully like Monet. I used to have a roster and let it rotate. Far from perfect, but the flaws I notate. Stories I donate, hoping others can feel them, even at a slow rate. Long as they catching on, filling up the reservoir. Niggas love to crack jokes, but when it comes down to it, this shit is crack smoke. Last week I seen your bitch in a bad coat. Niggas put their doubts on you when they lack hope. Why I never seen a black pope? God love us all right, or he only love us when we bag dope. And write raps about it cause we mad broke. Rather see us in jumpsuits instead of lab coats. Then they tell me that they care about the black vote. Suck my dick. Niggas dropping subs like the Navy, same ones that if they heard this in the club would go crazy. Dog, don't play me. We know you on sucker time, get tagged. I'm not talking about them quotes with the number sign. Won't see me with the bars, they been ducking since summertime. Wanna leave me at the bottom, like an underline. Fuck niggas. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard you paint houses. You know? Look. Flicking through pages of Wallow's news literature, dreaming of being free over a bottle of the prisoner. Fans stopped me in traffic to get my signature. I remember when all of this shit was just a wish was. I did a lot of reflecting when I spent last summer in Greece, thinking if it wasn't for Griselda, what would I be? Or maybe what would Griselda be if it wasn't for me? I used to want the rap glory, now all I want is my peace. Dinner with Hov, he told Dog, give your brother a piece. I seen it in his eyes right then, he don't want me to eat. Don't even get the credit for the work that I done on the beach, not to mention the money that was clipped and the other deceit. Put smut on my name and shaded me like I'm under a tree. Made people believe that the person who bugging is me. A lot that I could say, but I'm never the one that'll speak. I just wanna be free. Yeah. You know? Free. I had a talk with my peoples about a procedure I heard about that can fix my face with the acupuncture needles. She said that still wouldn't change the way that I see you. You always know what to say when I need you. Free. The dinner at Simon's in Zurich.
Security follow the jurists. Flawless diamonds, minds at the purest. Shout out the purest. Love. Still got a bunch of work to do to complete the plan. As you can see, it's hard work just to be the man. Everybody love me when I'm lit on the street again. They want a verse the only time that my phone ring a damn. Cutter just finished doing 7, he free again. C's walking down 12, he about to be free again. Almighty did 2 years, a case that he beat again. Roots picking shit, we mobbing with Jay-Z again. People asking where your homie Chad, I don't see your man. I had to cut ties, he was stealing from me again. Somebody sent the money for a feature from me again. He tucked it in his pocket soon as it hit his greedy hands. Avoiding me and ghost people, can't even be a man. I should've wilded out on the nigga, put feet in hands. But honestly, I'm thankful, homeboy, cause I'm free again. Yeah. Free. Free. No. That's all I need. No. I'm free, nigga. I'm free, baby. Machine.
Had to learn to adapt very well. Grab the Henny when the Mary fell. Rare occurrence. Gather at bars and share our burdens. Group therapy, go through thoroughly. These bars, see the scars prepare me. Hand in the register energy, I hope it register. Put these words together like an editor. Head of the competition, they regular. What's coming from these backwoods is nebula. Thought y'all got it, but it ain't over. I'm launching the flamethrower. I know the audacity. Not bothered, just giving Orange Cassidy. No more raggedy raps you have for me. Hit the skip button. Niggas ain't missed nothing. Got your bitch in a crucifixion. Looking like a new submission. No hats on the bed, you know the superstition. Suit and tie, sell your soul for a new religion. Just wanna make hits with my brothers like New Edition. In the stew, I'm glitching on these new submissions. Probably take you down. Better make your rounds. I was made to shake the town, but I gotta shape it now. If that don't work, we gon' shake it down. Take a bow, break it down. Like this bud in the weed tray that I'm breaking now. Slide still on the daylight way, I'm breaking out the underground. Tired of that tunnel, gotta make it out. Mama, look, we gon' make it off these illustrations like a comic book. She posing on IG, displaying iconic look. I don't need no distractions, I'm trying to cook. Addicted to them starches, and not finding any health at them arches. You know them golden ones, they soul food, not processed. Bullshit, we sidestep, save me from the nonsense. Q44, that bus stop was hollow grounds. And give me the pussy back then, but she wanna holler now. Thought y'all was them niggas, but y'all wasn't. Nowadays, bitches love they sneaky links more than their husbands. And I'm bugging.
Never ever, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, never. Fuck with this, nigga. Never. Fuck out of here. Look. Hey yo, my name ring cause I clapped the deputy and headshot the sheriff. That's the plot, my mind is locked on a pot of treasure. I need the guap before I ever chase a thought for pleasure. Big knots in my pocket, brolic like Brock Lesnar. You niggas rap in a group, cool, you get popped together. Gunpowder on my sweater when I shop Berettas. Drugs under my nails, dirty scale that I use to measure. Materials that melt they mind and they ask for extra. Leave with some coke and a smile and an E for effort. A bundle of joy, yo boy, these the perks of flexing. And finessing like pyramid schemes. Streets real slimy, get left red if you green. Sent to the afterlife at the traffic light. All you heard was the blast and a flash of white. When he clapped the pipe, brain splash all over the dash. Fast and that's your life. Fuck all that, y'all still ain't rapping right. Y'all fools know my grooves been smooth like yak with ice. It ain't no rules, they can't find you, they whack your wife. Gambling if that's your vice, bring your gat the dice. Hold with your life. It ain't always lucrative and far-fetched to find out a smart nigga died over stupid shit. Push us off for sport, was taught to respect ruthlessness. Flip a dollar in the way more. New York tutelage, my life like a motion picture minus the movie script. Your bitch quote my scripture and masturbate. I'm too legit. Give a fuck who you is. That nigga's washed. Wrong street. You can never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever.
Yeah.
Awesome God. Awesome. 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 God. 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 Woo.
Locker Room League Live. I know.
Microphone check.
Microphone check.
Cars with foreign names, my claim to fame was busting my hammer MC. Newports and Pepsis, Louis Lepke died sitting in old Sparky. Proud of this, proud of that.
I mean, it's
Microphone.
Microphone, how we sounding?
Hey, yo. On 183rd and Davidson, I shook the pavement. I told the J's these diamonds like MJ at the Garden, limited engagement. My bags are sealed so neat, it's like they was burnt with a laser. These RoboCops don't stop, it's like they knew this rip. I was trying to get me a new watch. I done told Wilder, you niggas big homies, to they face they soft. Every day, 07 summer, you could ride by and see me and Billy God sitting on fold-up chairs on Evelyn and North. Hi. My name is the fella that could turn 3.5 grams to a 911 Porsche, $800 Dior brooch on my Dior coat, Dior stamp on my Dior dope. All conclusions you can forego, chin up always. Even with the same thing on for 4 days in them hallways, all I do is get flying, strategize. Not frivolously go live and suck dick to fraternize. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas, not near one of these niggas. At any time I can resort back to that I don't give a shit mode. Microphone check.
Microphone check. I think we much better now, squad. I think we much better now.
My hammer MC, Newports and Pepsis, Louis Lepke died sitting in old Sparky. Proud of this, proud of that. Soulless daps, I clap when homie got his shit pushed back the line. I pushed that then. When I was in front of it, I pulled that like a mule in a plow. State greens required when going to chow. I pull up in the town with all the doggy, word to froggy. The degree of difficulty I decree. Plus degrees on top of plus degrees, the plushes V's came from thoughts not big as mustard seeds that sprouted. Oh,
okay, a little bit more. Okay, one more for the squad. One more. Can't milk a pimp. Give me the guilt trip. Convince me to trick on you. Take you on a guilt trip. Eat through the bills. I hit like some silverfish. It's disingenuous like them filtered pics. You use the real niggas claim you innocent. But due to your scent, we can't be friends with benefits. Shit, I'm not a dimwit. Even in the room when it's dimly lit, you can see I'm really rich. I'm really with the shits. Conceited still, I might drench a trench in the Benz, listening to Mitchie Slick. Many men wish death upon me like 50 Cent. Soon as they slime, fine body, they probably listen. Locker Room League Live, y'all. What's going on, man? AEW Dynamite, 11 days out from All In. Where we at, y'all? Where we at? Listen, man, this episode tonight, man. Again, man, anarchy. This company is total anarchy. I've seen explosions tonight. I've seen satellite fights turn into pull-ups. I've seen, man. I've seen the worst of the worst come out of Kenny Omega, man, with this guy Will, man. Everybody, what the fuck is going on? You already know what's going on. It is your man, Lorenzo Pierce, a.k.a. the Phenomenal Ghost, AJ Styles P. Man, this post show is brought to you by those guys. Those guys, none other than the BGW pod. You already know it's for life. Real quick, do me a favor. Real quick, man. Real quick. We've been putting some shit on for the last couple weeks, right? We've been doing some shit, right? We kind of getting there as far as being consistent, as far as trying to be on time with this, as far as trying to make a good stream, as far as trying to entertain, right? But here's what I am. If you're watching this video, especially if you're watching this video on YouTube, right? I really need you to do me a favor. I really need you to do me a favor. Please like, share, subscribe to your heart's content, man. You already know what's going on. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for the support so far. Thank y'all for your viewership. Thank y'all for being y'all, man. Thank y'all for being y'all, man. But when it comes to this and what we're doing, in order for this to be pushed in the direction we need it to be, I need you all to like the video and potentially subscribe if you're not. I'm not big on begging. I'm not Keith Sweat, if you catch my drift. But if you are watching this stream, if you click on it, please like it. Please subscribe. You know what I mean? We need all we could get. It don't take no bread to show a nigga some love. Show a nigga some love, man. We got a couple of folks in the chat, man. My guy, what's going on, Crush? My brother, Chaz O'Bailey. Shout out to the gang, man. Chaz O'Bailey, Scott, Solo Nolo Green, D Mac, Decent. You dig what I'm saying? J to the LIO, Heartbreak Julio, Big Cheevers. You dig what I'm saying? Into the Final Whistle Season 3. Yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. We got some stuff to talk about. As far as the gridiron is concerned, you know what I mean? Me and Nolo got a lot to talk about. I know him and Matt got a lot to talk about. You dig what I'm saying? But shout out to all the guys, man. And we're just going to move along just like this, man. Tonight's AEW Dynamite came to us from particularly sellout crowd from Baltimore, Maryland, the Chesapeake Energies Arena. You dig what I'm saying? One of my favorite cities in the world, Baltimore. One of my most favorite cities in the world to visit, to stay, to see black people. It's kind of like a twin city when you think about its relationship to the Northeast, its relationship to Philadelphia, somewhat. You see what I'm saying? But Baltimore got a real good show tonight, man. Baltimore got one tonight, man. Baltimore got one. So I don't know where we want to start. I don't know where y'all want to start. You dig what I'm saying? But to even like put us over a little bit, TX, what's good, baby? You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good, cousin. Start us off real quick, though, man. Thank you, everybody, if you're here tonight watching, man. Appreciate your presence. I appreciate y'all taking the time. I'm flabbergasted. Y'all see I fucked up the rhyme at the beginning. This show tonight, man, took a few turns where I wasn't expecting it to. I was definitely thoroughly wrestling entertained. You dig what I'm saying? This is not necessarily sports entertainment. This is the real soda. This is the real soda when we think about AEW, everything that they're doing. Even thinking about the potential that it might be a Stadium Stampede match on the 30th, man. Getting back to what we do in this company. You dig what I'm saying? But I think that tonight was a particularly, listen, man, another anarchistic edition of AEW Dynamite, man. This show started out with a trios match. You dig what I'm saying? We got a lot of trios talk tonight. You dig what I'm saying? Don Collis family, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero versus that United Empire. You dig what I'm saying? Francisco Akira, Hinare, and Will Ospreay. I just want to say shout out to Hinare, man. Hinare was a really good dude. You know what I mean? Not for nothing, just being in these circles. You know, Hinare was somebody that I was able to get into contact with right before starting, not right before, but some years before starting this venture, and just kind of giving me advice. He didn't have to. You know what I mean? It was just on a whim of being in the space, being on the TL, being online, following Hinare, talking about indigenous people, indigenous wrestlers, indigenous wrestling, as it were. And I think some of the things I was talking about might have even caught him off guard, or, you know what I mean? Or maybe just was some good things for him to see. And, you know, we kind of established a certain type of correspondence. And he's just a really good dude. This is around the time of COVID too. So, and with him being a New Zealander, I was like, yo, like, I wish we was doing everything y'all was doing over in y'all country to make sure that folks were safe. Because New Zealand, they got back to it early. You dig what I'm saying? They was at rugby games months later. You know what I mean? Everybody clear, everybody good. So, you know, certain healthcare systems. But long story short, Hinare is a real good dude. I love what I saw from him in tonight's match. You dig what I'm saying? Crush, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I listen, man. There's hardly an episode of AEW that I don't like. If we could do that. There's hardly an episode of this show that I don't enjoy when I see it. And I think it's because of the pacing of the show. I think it's because of the amount of wrestling that we get. You know, Tony Khan gonna give you some wrestling, man. If you live, if you in the building, he gonna make sure he give you some wrestling. When Rampage was still around, I remember being, you know, down the way and folks, you know, packing up to, you know, get ready after the Dynamite. He like, no, like stay, like we still got some more Rampage for y'all. Like, and it's like bro, it's 11:30. I mean, how much more Rampage you got for us? You know what I'm saying? But that's what they do, man. This is the company where the best wrestle, as I'm told. And so we kind of see that on a weekly basis, right? We kind of see that on Collision. We see that with their women's division. And just speaking of that, we got some good, you know, couple of questions to try to answer. But the first trios match I thought was really dope. Really dope, you know what I mean? You know, a definite showcase of AEW talent, you know what I mean? I think that having Will Ospreay in a trios match at this juncture before the title match works. You know what I mean? AEW gives you a lot of New Japan formula. You dig what I'm saying? They're going to give you some trios of a star, right? They're going to have a star with his team before the big, you know what I mean, blow off before the big match, whether that's Tokyo Dome, whether that's Dominion. And so I really appreciate how AEW kind of picks up that same formulaic like road to a title, bringing back folks. You know what I mean? Even we seen Kenny in trios action tonight with the Bucks. You dig what I'm saying? Kenny and the Jacks. You know what I mean? Kenny and the Jacksons. You know what I mean? But this match is really cool. I expect the United Empire to win. I think if we want to go through a few things, I'm gonna see if I could do something real quick. I don't think this match had too many highlights. You know what I mean? But if we want to go through a little bit of segment watching, right? There was right before the main event, not right before the main event, about like 40 minutes or so before the main event, we get this segment in the sit down with Renee Paquette, Will Ospreay, and Kenny Omega. And this reminds me of the face-off before Battle Rap, you know, before Battle Rap event takes place, like the face-off between, you know, or before actual raps get said. This reminds me of even in boxing on the zone and things like that. You know what I mean? They're starting to do face-offs between boxers. You dig what I'm saying? But to get into a little bit of how this segment ended, this segment for me went on. It was on for the perfect amount of time. But the roles that these two gentlemen were playing in this segment was clear as day. If we want to do the whole thing, I thought that Kenny won this exchange of words. Again, y'all know me, you know, it came up. He brought him up first. You know what I mean? He definitely brought him up first, and I think Kenny was trying to reply to him. But, you know, family members got involved. My mother, bruv. You know what I mean? It's close to home. Because we got Wembley coming to, we got All In coming to Wembley. And it's a certain story being told. If you've paid attention to the show, you know that I've said in the past couple of weeks that I don't know if Will was quite ready. And I think that the story for the 30th is for Will to lose this title match. I thought that this segment did a lot in terms of pushing the ball forward. I thought that Kenny in this segment was as smug as he was, picked off where he left off at when they were last talking to each other in the ring. But let's listen in a little bit, man. Let's listen in. I'm gonna shut my mouth for a little bit. Everybody thanks so much. You dig what I'm saying? Absolutely, man. Renee is so dope. You know what I mean? The mentions of PWG tonight, the mentions of it's just good to see Renee in a light where she can flex her full and total knowledge of wrestling. Because, you know, when you over there, you can't really talk about everything. So for these last few years, I really appreciated what we've seen from Renee from a journalistic perspective. You dig what I'm saying? But let's listen into a little bit of this conversation between these guys, man. This got kind of ugly.
Dead. Well, every time I put in the pressure cooker, I crumble. I can't crumble now. I have to be better than you. I have to do it away from Don Callis. I have to do it away from the Death Riders. I have to do it by myself. And I know I can do it because it's been a 10-year chase. A 10-year chase to try and be just as good as you. And I'm not satisfied with that anymore. I'm not satisfied until I beat you. And I'm going to do it with honor. I'm going to do it with pride. And I'm going to do it when it matters the most.
With honor, bro, when it matters. You know what I mean? I love the working class, like kind of like what they call it, like Cockney accent. It's sort of like my guy from The Boys. You dig what I'm saying? Like they don't pronounce the T's. You know, it don't matter. Just like how Leon Slater talk. You know what I mean? A little bit like Leon. You know what I mean? Kind of like, you know, that working class. You dig what I'm saying? Working class English accent.
The last time it mattered the most, Will, was 2023. At that time, too, you tried to do it on your own, and what happened, Will? You failed. You failed. Except this time, in front of your countrymen, in front of all your friends, all your family, you're gonna fail again. Except now, your mother at home is gonna be...
Mention mom.
Hey, whoa. Come on now. Look, hey, all I'm saying is there's a lot riding on this. Not just for you, but for me. And hey, win, lose, or draw, I still respect you, Will, and I still think that you're one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever laid my eyes upon. You bring magic out of me. And I know for a fact that even if you lose, your mom's still gonna be proud of you. What I worry about most, though, is that boy of yours might want a new hero after he sees me beat you. That's right. Whoa, hey.
Hey, fellas. So when we talk about folks' families, y'all know how I feel. You know what I mean? But I thought that it was kind enough for Kenny to ensure that he mentioned them first. You dig what I'm saying? My brother. Yo, Kenny looking like a nut. Yeah, man, he talking like one. This is why I wanted Kenny to be Ken in Street Fighter. What are we doing? I wanted Kenny Omega to be, man. I wanted Kenny to be Ken in Street Fighter so bad, bro. That was, but I feel like he getting his chops off where he get them off at. But this was fire. This was a fire segment. I thought that it went off perfectly. I think that the two gentlemen, and shout out to my guy real quick. He posted this. We're gonna do this real quick too, because we was in the chat talking a little bit, and yeah, I think Scott is correct in his assessment.
Hold up, please let me work.
Let me work.
He about to get this work.
He about to get this work.
Hold up, he gonna get this work. He gonna get this work. Hold up, he gonna get this work.
Nah, DeMarco.
Get this work, nigga. I killed you. Hold up.
Hold up.
He gonna get this work. Hold up.
He gonna get this work, man.
You niggas gonna get this work, you hear me? Me. He ain't even get the second verse, but he gonna get this work. Hold up, man.
Do y'all remember this?
He gonna get this work. He gonna get this work. Let me work. You gonna get this work, nigga. Watch me work. We gonna get this work. We gonna get this work.
Summer Madness 2. If you all are not familiar, that was a legendary battle between two gentlemen, Loaded Lux and Calico. Loaded Lux from Harlem, New York City. Calico from Detroit, Michigan. BMF down, all that. You know what I mean? And this was a very interesting, long-awaited battle that happened at Summer Madness 2 at Hammerstein Ballroom. No, excuse me, Irving Plaza, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me, I'm getting my, you know what I mean? But listen, man, this was a conversation to be had. I want to see if we can get some of the earlier. Yeah, let's get to this part. Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Hold on. Let me see some, because I thought this was a very important part of the conversation. Very important.
Completely different things. You was a man, but you never worked under the restrictions that I worked under, because your version of COVID and my version of COVID were two completely different things. The company went into nearly a recession. People were pulling funds. The boys had to take pay cuts. You, when you're doing your COVID, you probably did 3-hour drives. I had to do 15-hour flights. And then after those flights, I had to be put in hotels no bigger than a broom closet for 2 weeks, not allowed to go outside. And then when I was allowed to go outside, you were performing to people in forced silence. There's a difference between me and you there, because you could never handle that type of pressure. You could never be in those type of situations. You were fine playing to all of the AEW guys and wrestling to all of the guys that are just around the ring. They're all marks for Kenny Omega, man. That's an easy day at the job. But for me, it was difficult. Half the roster was starving, man. Our hands were shackled together, yet somehow I and the United Empire and everyone on that roster were able to breathe life into New Japan Pro Wrestling. So please do not give me any of that attendance, any of that, because the reality is you could never handle that situation. You can never be in those situations.
And basically, Will,
you never worked
Kenny, you dig what I'm saying? He basically claps back on some like, bro, like, of course, like, it's cool. Like, I mean, we was in our respective countries. I was under the state shit here, like you over there. Like, yeah, I took 3 hours drives, nigga. So what? Like, so the fuck what? And so what is one of the best replies in pro wrestling. It's amazing. You got Kofi Kingston. You dig what I'm saying? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, so what really got it. I really feel like that was dope. That was a dope little plug. You know what I mean? Let's get into this clip as well, y'all. This was a conversation. This was some shit. Now we talking box office. Now, yeah, like now let's do this.
I mean, he went from being, like he had said himself, just a skinny kid to becoming the face of New Japan. He had essentially filled my shoes in my absence. So a lot of people looked at it as, oh, this is Kenny Omega coming back to see if he can defeat the new face of New Japan, the new best guy Gene. But to me, it wasn't really that. And if you ask the company themselves, it wasn't really that. This was out of necessity. This is the Tokyo Dome we're talking about. Wrestle Kingdom, biggest show of the year. They needed to sell tickets. They needed buy rates. They needed people to have something to be hype over. And unfortunately for Will Ospreay on his name alone doesn't do that. Kenny Omega's does.
He said, young nigga don't know how to move no dope. He said, young Nick don't know how to move no dope. Like, yeah, you that bull, you gained this weight, but like, listen, I got some shit. I got Okada over here. I done had Naito in the G1. Like, what we doing? And we saw what happened at Wrestle Kingdom 17. We can even go back to PWG. That's a dub for Kenny. We can go to Forbidden Door 2023. Another dub, even though he's stuck in with that Tiger Driver, 91. And I feel like we're going to see it again at Wembley. But this was a conversation that was worth having. And Kenny definitely got emotional. You dig what I'm saying? But before we get into the bulk of Dynamite, let's get into a little bit of what else took place with these gentlemen this evening. Before the trios match, as you see in the thumbnail, was a quick little one-off face-off, right? But let's listen in a little bit to see what this shit was about, man. They met up with each other after talking earlier today.
Ospreay right in the face there of Kenny. Oh my.
Don't get hurt.
Earlier tonight, Kenny Omega invoking Will Ospreay's family. Ospreay right in the face there of Kenny.
Yeah. I think something else we might want to take a look at is this right here.
Wondering what you wanted to say to me, because you said after the match, why don't you come out here? And I'm out here now, so please don't be so charming, because you got as much charm as a parking ticket, bruv. So are we gonna do this or what? What you gotta say to me after you brought up my 7-year-old son, you prick?
I've only got one thing to say to the likes of you, Will Ospreay. Security, get his ass out of here.
Are you kidding me?
Right now.
You pussy.
Right now.
Like Top Boy, pussy or fam. Who are you?
He's an EVP guy.
Will is no English.
Get out of there, Will. With your tail between your legs, like the little English bitch that you are.
Called him the Victorian school child.
Take him. are done.
I'm gonna kick the shit
kill
out of you.
you.
Oh, no! Osprey on the move, and he goes right at Omega! Oh, fist of fire!
Omega trying to cover up as much as he can, but Osprey is being restrained by those two men.
I ain't show y'all, but it was a V trigger at the end of that. You know what I mean? Y'all can see the clip. V trigger at the end of that. Yup. And yeah. My boy had to show him who you know what's really going on. You dig what I'm saying? He told him don't get hurt. You dig what I'm saying? Like don't fuck up my classic. It's like I Tay-Rock be telling niggas in battle rap. Don't fuck up my classic. You know what I mean? TX, he should have just jumped in. No mic work, just straight pause. So, yo, the thing is though, you need a little bit of that, little bit, and I'm glad we got a little bit of both because I feel like we got. This is good. This is healthy. It's 11 days out tonight. We still got to go home a few more times. We went home. Okay, cool. We got to go home one more time. Bro, this was the way to push the ball forward in this feud, man. For me, and we're going to talk a little bit about the ending of the trios match, right? But for me, the things that Will spoke about, his family, Wembley, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing of it all, right? Not to mention the one-winged angel through the table. I think that we gotta at least talk about that if I don't put it up here, right? But depending on how we go home on next Wednesday, we really are going to be able to tell what kind of match we're going to get. We might even be able to tell who's going to win this match. We really might be able to tell. You dig what I'm saying? But I think tonight did a lot for the story. I think that Kenny, his further character development as this particular version of himself did wonders. Even the tone he was speaking at the table, all of those things. You know what I mean? But again, man, I don't know if he's ready yet. He's showing a lot of emotion, right? You see, he popped out. I wouldn't have popped out if I, but like, you know, it's just like watching the movie. You can't stop the script, right? It's like how you watching a scary movie. You dig what I'm saying? But I really appreciate the fortitude I'm seeing from Will. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of curse words tonight on the mic too. Let's get to that. But real quick, let's look at the finish of this match between the United Empire versus Rocky Francisco and my guy. Because I'm sorry, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, and Rocky Romero. Francisco and Henare are Will's tag team partners. What am I doing again, y'all? This show fried me, pardon me. But let's take a quick look at this finish. Again, you already know I love hilarious finishes. Everybody know where I'm at with it.
Well, maybe not.
Celebration from Romero cut short by the hidden blade. Wow.
Now it wasn't the craziest hidden blade in the world. We've all seen crazy ones. You dig what I'm saying? We've seen Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom. We've seen a lot. We've seen a lot over the years. But yeah, he caught Rocky flush, man. And the United Empire get the win over the family. You know what I mean? I think the family right now is going through an interesting little phase. You know what I mean? To even further talk about the family, we got in the segment Kyle Fletcher having a quick little conversation with Tony Schiavone, one of my other goats. And Kyle wasn't really ready, man. Kyle wasn't ready because he was just like, I'm going to just go out here in my pink Protostar suit. I'm going to talk some shit. I'm going to talk some shit to Takeshita from the camera. And again, good segments in this company where it's like unexpected things happen when the characters themselves, when the wrestlers are stating certain things, and then to the character, the unexpected happens.
or had to interact with it much.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, the G1 Climax Tournament, it concluded in Konosuke Takeshita. I don't think he's looking to have a count of the current Takeshita. Fletcher.
Quick little impromptu, like, move off with these guys. Kyle wasn't ready. Blue Thunder Bomb. You got slacks on, my boy. You ain't got no socks on. He got on the new Adidas joints, and you know how Takeshita do with the genie pants. You know what I mean? He be ready to kick the shit out of somebody. So he came prepared. He came for a fight. Fletch got on belt, slacks, button. No, he wasn't ready.
Uh-oh. The power, no. Nice counter.
Good John. Good counter. But he...
Back and forth we go. And now Fletcher trying to launch Takeshita with a turnbuckle, but instead Takeshita. Poison Rana on the international champion and Takeshita.
Oh no. Oh no, watch out.
Power drive knee from Takeshita.
Yeah, he put Kyle down something serious tonight, y'all. He put him down. Put him down bad. Now, I don't think Takeshita wins the title back on the 30th. I don't think he does. I think that Kyle is just getting his feet wet, just getting his situation situated as Intercontinental Champion. Intercontinental Champion in this company, to me, is equivalent to the International Champion, is equivalent to the Intercontinental Champion in WWE, right? And when I'm looking at the lineage of this belt, knowing that this man has already had it, let's let Kyle get his shit off somewhat a little bit. Let's see what he could produce. Let's see what kind of match this is. I think that this is definitely, I think on the 30th, we got some shit. I think that we got at least like 3 classics on our hands that night, at least 3. You know what I mean? At least 3 classics that night. I think this is going to be one of them. There was also an interview with Renee, with Okada tonight. You know what I mean? Renee was really on her job. He says that, nothing is more important than family. You know what I mean? Like, unlike Takeshita, who had to leave the family. You know what I mean? Because he's so selfish, like, basically fucking. You know what I mean? But he shouted out Kyle. And he says that Kyle was too smart to ever do anything close to what Takeshita did. If Kyle retained the title, I'll be happy for him. And here's where I am. The break from the conversation I'm trying to have about this particular segment, thinking about a big, something a bit more big picture with Okada. Okada's English is getting really good. I really appreciate that. But with the fact that, this conversation, there's been a lot going on this week about Roman Reigns. Is he a heel or not? And a lot of things going on. But this was a little bit of a breath of fresh air from Okada. I think that with the comedic timing and everything, since he's been in his company, different things that he's been doing, calling people bitch and all of this stuff has been dope. But this was a bit of sort of like a come to Jesus moment, I feel like, for the family. I mean, we haven't seen it in total. This is just Okada putting out his feelings and shit. But the family might not be around for too much longer, y'all. I'm here to tell y'all. It might not be around for too much longer. I get a Don Callis family another year and a half. And the reason why I say that is because look at everybody that's there. Look at the veterans. Look at the young people. I think that this particular program, this stable, serves to put some of these guys in the light, right? We had Takeshita there. He left. And he's able to stand on his own in his own degree in this company as a talent. But I think when we think about the Kyle Fletchers of the world, the Kevin Knights of the world, who we're going to talk about, they're going to need to interact with this for a little bit more longer, and then sooner or later, I don't think the family is going to be a thing, and these guys are going to be good on their own. And the veterans and the Don Callis family are going to be finding other things to do. You know what I mean? So I don't think we're going to be seeing them too much longer, though. I don't think so. I don't. To get a little bit into some women's action tonight, we had a fatal four-way nonstop action between Hikaru Shida, Chris Statlander, Maya World, and Persephone. Persephone, who is your CMLL World Women's Champion, and Maya World, who is your TBS Champion, coming into this match. I thought that the steps in this match were done correctly. I feel like these 4 women, if you want to do Sheeta and Statlander in the one-on-one, if you want to do Maya and Persephone in the one-on-one, if you want to do Maya and Statlander in the one-on-one coming up soon, if you want to do Sheeta and Persephone, all of these things have possibilities, you know what I mean? And all of these women, they pretty much know each other. But I thought that this was really dope. This was a dope way to have Maya World remain in our good graces, remain on our television screens. I thought that she had a good amount of FaceTime tonight, especially after the match. A little bit of FaceTime with Willow. Willow said, remember that title shot I promised you? You dig what I'm saying? Willow went to address Mercedes about the 30th. She's like, well, damn, like I could be going in on the 30th. If you gonna give me my shot up in Reading this weekend on Collision. So I thought that was a dope segment after the match. Maya World retains, you know what I mean? By no surprise. I think that there were a few threats in this match. There were a few really high spots for me. The Falcon Arrow on Statlander by Sheeta. All types of stuff, man. I really think though Maya World is probably going to hold the TBS title. We'll talk about the TNT champion in a little bit. I do think that she's going to hold the TBS title for as long as she can. I think that keeping her there right now while Mercedes and Willow have a little bit of conversation about that title while vying for another title, I think that Maya World is in a really good spot being there. And I think not for nothing, she has some really good up-and-coming challengers. When we think about some of these people on Collision, I like to think about people like Queen Aminata. You know what I mean? Let's get her some more screen time on TBS on weekdays. So for me, I think Maya is our TBS champion probably for the good rest of the year. And I say that with a small caveat, meaning she may lose it at Full Gear in November, but let's see. You know what I mean? But this was a really good match. I want to see if we can find a few little quick spots for it because I really think that Maya World did her thing in it. I think that her skills, right? I think that Maya World might be, when we think about all the women in the space, not for nothing, we know certain people who we had the opportunity to interview and people we've been able to have a conversation with. We can think about women in that space. I think Maya World is definitely top 3, top 5. I think we could definitely get after her if we can.
Fever, no Maya reverses. 1, 2, 3. Champions.
Yeah, and I think not for nothing, Statlander can take that pin. It's not that deep. You dig what I'm saying? It's not that deep at all. You know what I mean?
Maya World, a huge congratulations, successfully retaining your TBS championship in that insane 4-way matchup. That has got to feel good.
It feels great, but I'm not done yet. You know, nobody even thought I was going to win this, and I just beat 3 of the best women in AEW, and I'm not going to stop proving people.
Hey, pardon me, Maya. I'm so sorry to interrupt, Renee. 1, congratulations. That was a beautiful win tonight. 2, I am a woman of my word, and I don't know if you remember this, but if you do, about a month ago, I told you if I beat Tekla for this title, you'd get the first shot.
You remember.
Well, what do you say we do that live on Saturday?
Woman of your word.
Yeah?
You're on.
But that's this Saturday in Reading. Tonight, I've got some business to address with you, Mercedes.
Well, hold on, Willow, because it could be me going to Wembley and facing Mercedes Monet.
You know, I know you'll bring your best, Maya.
I always do.
Yeah, so good convo, you know what I mean, without a hitch. Good sports, man. Good stuff is what we like to see. But I think that when we think about the current situation with the women's title, and then again, we get this match on Saturday. The AEW Women's World Championship. AEW's Women's Champion, Willow Nightingale versus Maya World. Shout out to Black women, man, in these spots with this company. Shout outs, man. It just does a lot for me. It makes me feel really good. I think it makes all of us feel good. You know what I mean? I haven't, in succession too, like the amount of matches we've seen with Black women in it, Black women champions. I mean, shout out to Jade, you know what I mean? Most recently, shout out to Naomi, get back soon. Shout out to Bianca. But, and you know, especially for people like Maya World who aren't as established as some other people in this business and other companies. And yeah, this just really makes me feel really positive to see both of these women in this spot. Again, we're going to be talking about the match between Willow, between Mercedes, right here on the Locker Room League Live All In 2026 post show. So that's definitely going to be a thing. You know what I mean? Can't wait to talk about that match with y'all. You know what I mean? But if we could just dig a little bit more into the evening that was for somebody like Willow Nightingale. There was a conversation that also commenced between these two women on some live via satellite type work. Let's listen in for a little bit.
Keep smiling, Willow, because you only have 11 days left to smile, you dumb bitch. Oh, because when I get to you at All In, I am taking that smile once.
You're
and
gonna
for
take
all.
that smile? You think you can take that smile? Come on, try and get it now.
No, you come. Where is she?
Where's Mercedes?
Oh, you have to come to me? Oh, she's
Where is she?
Let's go. Where is she?
So the importance of this, right? This was dope. The importance of seeing, and I got to go back to see when this happened in the Fed. Pardon me, Scott. But portions of the evening where you get a live via, and remember live via satellite back in the day, we used to see on WWF television, we used to see the cities that each wrestler was in. So if there, y'all remember or sometimes you might have a guy in the ring and he on the Titantron, you know what I mean? And sometimes you might get that meetup because he's really backstage. But this for me was dope. Once we saw the split screens kind of go blank, and I'm like, oh, they both in Baltimore.
Oh, wait a second. We have a situation brewing here, Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Where's she? Where's the
This thing went Mercedes intercepts Willow.
Come on.
I think Willow's head just bounced off that camera.
Mercedes was looking for Willow, but Willow was laying in wait. Well, now you see why it was an interview in separate rooms. But now the action down around here.
Coming into the arena. And Mercedes ambushing Willow, but Willow just fighting back with everything she's got, hammering down her challenger in London. And referees, AEW officials trying to separate these two women.
Yeah. So it got there tonight. You know what I mean? They would enter the ring. It would go down a little bit more than what it did. A little bit more than what it did, man. We got a couple other. Yeah, we get the gist. I think we get the gist, right? But again, man, this match that will take place from Wembley Stadium on August 30th for the AEW Women's World Championship, I think this is turning into somewhat of a grudge blood feud. You know what I mean? And definitely, shout out to Willow for just being that act right now. I think it was Scott who was talking about. I forgot who he said was talking about it, but Willow, the New Day, like acts of ours that are just like the first acts that they were just able to be themselves. You know what I mean? Like it's bright to see, man. It's some good stuff. It's some good stuff. Real quick, y'all. There was a portion tonight that really took me out. A portion of tonight's show that took me out. Aside from, Takeshita whipping on Fletcher, aside from the hidden blade, aside from the conversation with Will and Kenny, we got to talk a little bit about Kevin Knight. And the reason why I bring up Kevin Knight is because, one, he's the TNT champion. We should be bringing him up, right? We should be. But there was a part of tonight's show for me that was really scary. Because we in the current season, the dark side of the ring, not for nothing. You know what I mean? So we don't want nothing to happen to none of our people. We've seen this guy Darby Allin though do the most. Go through glass, set itself on fire, climb Mount Everest. You know what I mean? Like, so a few explosives shouldn't be that bad. But the way that it happened tonight and the way that it came off on television was just really jarring. And then once we got to the commercial break, I'm like, what is going on tonight, y'all? You know what I mean? This is some fan court footage real quick. If we can do this of the situation tonight. I don't know what I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy from the fans' perspective.
Oh my God.
And so it's like you see him on the stage, him and Kev are having this conversation, or Kevin's there.
Standoff here.
He comes out.
Willing to
So it was
see
like,
Brown.
was this some type of like booby trap or something? Like what? Like what's the deal? And this is what killed me above everything. Kevin Knight going after him. Like I'm like, hold on. And I'm looking at Darby's face, and he looked cool.
Either that was the luckiest pyro malfunction of Kevin Knight's life, or
And I love the fact that Kev, and malfunctions and non-malfunctions aside, like Kevin is like he's maniacal. Like.
Wait a second. This is how Kevin Knight hospitalized Darby in the Continental Classic last year.
my God, Darby is totally defenseless right now, and the pyrotechnics blasting in his face.
He going coast to coast. He going coast to coast like RVD, bro. This man just got burnt, Kev.
Oh my goodness!
Get his ass up out of there. I'm like, oh, this what we doing? This what we doing, cousin? Yeah. So here's where I am about this guy, Kevin Knight. Before we get any more into this segment, and if this was supposed to happen, I just want to mention something. Kevin Knight, the role that he's playing on television, I have never seen any of my people be able to play this role in pro wrestling. Right? Have we ever seen the movie Malcolm X? I hope we have. I hope we've seen Malcolm X. If we haven't, it's a much watch. It's an American classic. The audio is going to be kind of low. I don't want Warner Brothers to come to my crib and pull up on me while I'm doing this stream. But there's something said during this conversation in the film Malcolm X between this young man and Malcolm X, played by Denzel Washington. Let's take a look.
I want to be a Muslim. I mean, I ain't never seen a nigga, colored person.
Muslim stuff aside, all of that stuff aside, shout out my folks. I ain't never seen a nigga, I ain't never seen a colored person. I have never seen a black man carry it how he's carrying it as a young shit heel in any company. I've never seen it like this to this degree. When we seen him first do what he did the speedball, when we seen him interact with Kenny, the way, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't never really see it like this. He's like smug YN. Smug YN Kevin is, dog. Say that he's not. Say that he's not. You know what I mean? Like all the shots. Smug YN. He is in deep with the Don College family. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people in my family don't too, Crush. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at it, and then, watching AEW tonight ad free, I'm like, yo, like, is the show still gonna go on? We got a trios match to have. Like, what we doing? What we doing tonight, man? Like, is this man fine? Is he cool? So, at some point, we get Darby backstage in the stretcher. Okay? And let's take another look real quick, man. Shout out to Darby. He just takes too much punishment when he ain't even got to.
Get the ambulance cleared. Everybody clear the area. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Easy. Hey, look. I know that's a pot and all that.
And all that.
Crossheads. The big boys playing. Stay in your lane. Not yet. Stay in your lane. You heard me. All right, we got time for this. We got to go. Let's go.
Like, why Kev so, like, yeah. So, I'm hoping we get this soon for the TNT title. Kev might get unseated. I don't know yet if it's going to be on the first match. You dig what I'm saying? But Kev just might get unseated by Darby. Darby is now a former AEW champion. You know what I mean? One time. I don't think it's the last time he's going to get the title. So, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if this segment with these fireworks, I don't know if this was a part of things. But seeing that he was carried off on that stretcher, I don't know. I'm not sure. But taking a look at the few of the images here, right? It's kind of like, damn, brother. Like, you got him in a neck brace. Just how things went from bad to worse in a matter of minutes. So this makes me think about Michael Jackson. It makes me think about the terrible times in which folks have been burnt by pyro. It's kind of funny. I was watching some classic WCW the other night. It's kind of during Goldberg's title reign. And, they're showing Goldberg's interest in, this is on the Vote on YouTube. If y'all not subscribed or if however y'all do y'all WCW viewing. But there was, false count anywhere. There we go. Okay, just making sure I'm not tripping. I don't know if you're going to drop it yet, though. But here's where I am with this. Remember when Goldberg used to inhale the fumes of the pyro and he used to blow out the smoke? Like, what was that about? Why was he doing it? Was this like a tough guy thing? It's almost just like, I don't know. It was a dope visual. But Goldberg was like, Goldberg was scattered. Goldberg was a little scattered with it, man. But I think yeah. Let's see something, man. Let's see. If you are still live, you are definitely free to join us in the Stay on X. If you're on X, man. Sometimes I get a little bit too carried away, yo. I'm still getting used to this. You know what I mean? I should have skipped around a little bit. But I hope that y'all still with us, man. Y'all still with us. Let's see.